What up, everybody? This is Ray Dangs, a.k.a. the Culture Referee. You already knew that, but what you didn't know about, I bet, is a new distribution company called Two Lost Distribution. They're the most technologically advanced distributor in the world. They distribute your music to more stores than any distributor out there, and they only charge you $3 a month. Yep, $3 a month. And they don't charge you any money to collect your royalties, so you get 100% of your royalties. Y'all know how some of them distribution companies be asking for, it's distribute with us, but they take 20%. These guys don't take any of that. They charge $3 a month to distribute all your music. And if you use the code GODS, which is on the bottom of the screen, when you add your discount code, you get 3 months free. So if you're looking for distribution, you need distribution, you're looking for the best distribution company to work with, Two Lost is the fastest growing distribution company out there. Mess with them. Tell them Ray sent you. You're going to get some money off.
Hey, what's good? It's your cousin Juju.
I'm myself, Ray Daniels, the Culture Referee, a.k.a. the Culture Referee, and this is a new show that we created called Artist Spotlight, presented by The God Show. So let's give it up for our first artist who actually inspired this idea, DeMani. Let's go, everybody. Get up for DeMani. Hey. So I'm gonna tell you why you inspired this idea. So I saw you at the bank. Mm-hmm. Remember, I saw you and we dapped each other up, and then I remember thinking, man, and I don't know what happened, but an hour later, I'm at dinner, and then your dad walks in. And I was like, damn, I just saw your son, and then we start talking about you. And then I was like, I love Atlanta, I love us, I want to see you win. And we was talking, I was like, man, I want to put DeMani on the show. But it's not the God Show, because that's really like you talking to people who have been doing it for so long. Right. And I really want to have a conversation with new artists. So they was like, well, what the hell are we going to do? I said, let's create a segment called Artist Spotlight.
Yeah.
And literally we created it on the spot, and it was created with you in mind.
Man, I love that.
So you can take credit for that. You can take credit. Let's get it. You can take credit for that. By the way, you can really tell. That's why I wanted to tell you on record, because I hate when people tell people stuff like behind closed doors, then they go out and act another way. Like, if you fuck with me, tell me you fuck with me in front of the world, so that's the world, real. You know what I'm saying? So welcome.
Thank you.
We never did this before, so we happy to have you.
Man, I love trying being the first one to do stuff.
Yeah. Oh, no, y'all talking to the mic. Yeah, you just got to make sure you're talking to the mic. Yeah. So the reason I wanted to do this with you is because I see you being a young black man who's chasing his dream and doing it in an authentic way that is unlike most young kids your age group who's trying to make it. So for me, I just felt like we should have conversations with people like you and help, because that's what I do for a living. That's kind of how I made all my money, is sitting in the room with an artist like you, whether it be Lizzo, whether it be fucking Sierra, whoever it is, and coming up with ideas on how to break you in the market. So I wanted it to feel organic, like a A&R meeting / label meeting, and that's what it's gonna feel like, man.
Yeah.
So where are you at in the journey?
It's a crazy question. Where am I at in the journey? Definitely still figuring it out. I don't know if we're ever at a point where we feel like we're not figuring it out. Right now, I think I'm just getting comfortable. I'm getting out of that perfectionist state of mind that I feel like a lot of artists get stuck at. And a lot of artists get stuck at that, like trying to make everything perfect and don't want to do anything and take a long time to put stuff out because you want to perfect it. And I'm getting out of that, and I'm creating more, writing more, working with more people while I've got out of that mindset. I would say that's where I'm at right now.
So you obviously are the son of a superstar. By the way, we represent, I think we've had more fights on this show about T.I. than any person. Am I tripping? Because I think your dad is the most important rapper in Atlanta history.
Me too.
Like, I I'll honestly say, people say Outkast, but I say, and they say Future, but I say your dad because you probably, what year you was born?
01.
Okay, so he don't even understand, Doug. He don't understand that Atlanta was booty shake music.
Yeah.
It was booty shake music. I want to show you, you buster. Like, it was, Atlanta was known, I don't want to say cupcake music, but it wasn't, Atlanta wasn't street until, even Pastor Troy, as big as he wasn't street. He was more passion.
Yeah.
Your dad was the first street rapper from the city that owned it, and once he came in, it was 10,000 more. So that's why I got to give it to him. There ain't been too many outcasts. The only thing we have close is like Earth Gang, but your dad has influenced that. So we big fans of your dad on this show. So I just want to make sure that's known. But so the reason I asked you that is because you're a son of a superstar, which means that there are two sides to the coin. There's the side of people who feel like, shit, you should be on. And then there's a side of people who might feel like, he don't need to be on. Look who his dad is. But then there's you who's like, just a regular kid that wanted to do music, and this is what I'm doing, so I can't help it. So that's why I was asking you where you at in the process, because there has to be confusion. I'm not confused. Juju's not confused, but there might be a fan watching that's like, I don't understand. Like, I was just in the office and somebody was like, why you just don't sign the Hustle Gang? He's like, he's independent. It's like, why you don't just sign the Hustle Gang? And I'm like, it don't work. It don't work like that. That's why I wanted to ask you where you are in the process. Because I don't want you to get lost in the ecosystem you come from. Because sometimes that happens. You know that.
Right.
So that's why I was asking you. So you was trying to perfect. So what did you learn? When did you start? And what have you learned in the process? Hard and good. Whatever you want to talk about.
Okay. I would say the sign to Hustle Gang thing, even if that happened, I don't even feel like that would be the way, that would be the answer. I feel like, because if it was it depends on what you want out of it, but if it was like a random artist or a different artist outside of being me, I feel like the answer could be sign the Hustle Gang, sign the Grand Hustle. But I always felt like I had to approach it differently. And I always wanted to approach it differently because what I knew I wanted out of music and the longevity that I wanted. And but where am I at? Definitely still figuring that out. It's a crazy question, man.
Yeah, because you know where I'm at with it, because I see you and I'm like, I get it. And I'm gonna tell you what I told Tip when we was at dinner. I said this. I told him, I said, I think that, because we was talking about what it's going to take for you to blow. And I was like, right. I think that if you came out hard, like I told him, I said, if King came out dropping 24s, I think it works easier because he kind of has the same energy as his father. Right. But you were like on another frequency. So I think that that's kind of what like makes it where people are like, the disconnect that people might feel like, man, why he ain't rapping about trapping? But it was like, nigga, he was raised. He wasn't raised in that.
I mean, they didn't gave me they didn't created a new shadow for me. They got the J. Cole on me now, so that's the only thing that they know. Like, well, J. Cole, Kendrick, but I'm light skinned, I got dreads, so yeah, they gonna say J. Cole, which I get it, because J. Cole was definitely one of the ones I studied along with Kendrick, Jay-Z, along with my father, Wayne, and a bunch of others. But yeah, it's gonna always be something, man. Definitely still trying to figure it out. Do you feel like it's harder because you're fighting against perception? I do. Of what people think, or do you feel like it's easier because of where you come from? It's really however you use it, for real. It can be harder or it can be easier. The easy parts is like, I grew up around a lot of the people that's in the music industry right now. So it's like, even if I don't know their name, I don't have their numbers, like, I know their face and I know that they know me. Yeah. So it's like, that's of course advantage. That's easy. Yeah, that's an advantage, right? But to the world, it's like they don't really know. They don't know how to digest it yet. They don't know how they feel about it yet. They haven't really seen enough. All they know is the TV show and their imagination. So
a question: have you, by you being independent still, and like shout out you under the United Masters umbrella.
He works at United Masters, so he's gonna bring it up a lot.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So
he's an A&R here, so he's gonna bring it up a lot.
Okay.
but being in that system, and creating your own cadence, like you talked about it earlier, of you're in that process of learning you're trying not to be perfect anymore.
Right.
Have you created a cadence for you to say, okay, this is how my release window looks. This is what my marketing strategy, my approach is. This is how I'm going to get through all the noise. How has that journey been?
Get through all the noise. Well, I think the algorithm is a hurdle to get around, because it used to be the amount of followers you had, that's how many people gonna see your post. Or but definitely working around understanding the algorithm, understanding what content the algorithm likes, and because that if you could put something dope out, spend a lot of money on something, and the algorithm don't like it, and now you got to spend a lot of money on the ads, and now you fighting against the algorithm. So that's crazy. And really just I feel like it's a lot deeper than just not releasing on Friday, releasing on Wednesday instead of releasing on Friday. Like, I think it's a crazy question for me to answer because I'm just trying stuff, and I feel like I have the advantage because I can try stuff. I can try different stuff and like not, and it don't look crazy. Yeah, it's not really a lot of pressure on me, but for like a big artist like Drake or already established artists, when the freaking game is just moving so fast, changing so fast, we really don't know. So I don't know.
That's real though.
Yeah.
That's real. So when they ask you and they say, "Hey, DeMani," you say, "Hey, I want to release this record in a month," and they say, hey, "Give me the marketing drivers." What is your approach to that? Like when you say my marketing drivers, well, I know I need to shoot these videos. I know this is what my aesthetic is. What is your approach in creating that?
So you can have an idea. You can have an idea. So like you got a song and it maybe sounds like you can hear it in a club. So okay, bet. Let's make videos of how we think people would listen to our music. Like what scenarios would people listen to this music in the club? Boom, let's take a clip of something crazy happening in the club, put the music behind it. Mm-hmm. Like, I think it's more about creating worlds, and that may not work. And it's really up to you to put out different varieties of just content that looks different with different scenes and settings and just feelings and vibes, and let the people choose what they like. And they gonna say it in the comments, like, they telling you everything that they want to see and everything that they like from you, and run with that. But really, outside of that, we really don't know.
So have you identified what a DeMani fan looks like?
Whew, that's crazy. I would say definitely a girl who wears a lot of crystal bracelets, crystal necklaces, light sages, but I can also say, like adults too though, and that was kind of crazy at the beginning because I had more adult fans that liked my music when I first started than like people my age, and that was crazy because
you know why?
Why?
I can tell you why. Because kids don't understand positivity. Like I think parents, people like myself, we like what you represent. It's almost like, man, I like what this kid became. Like, he could have became anything. He could have became, but you literally is like to yourself, like, nah, I just rap. This is what I do. So I think, and then it's almost like you're 10 years earlier.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You feel that sometimes? That's
lonely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like you 10 years early. So, and then you fight misconception. Like,
right.
I tell my son all the time, I'm like, you're going to walk in rooms and people ain't going to like you your age because they feel like you have an advantage that they don't have. Mm-hmm. Like, because who your father is. So they looking at you like, oh, of course you're going to do this. So you gotta beat that. Mm-hmm. And you got to be talented. And you got to get fans. And you got to do all these things. And you still like, I'm just trying to figure it out, guys. Like, I'm with same shoes as y'all.
Even if you talented, they going to look at you and be like, yeah, you supposed to be talented. Like, you had all the tools in front of you. Like, we expect you to be talented. What else?
Exactly.
Then it's like, what do you mean, what else?
So, I was going to say something.
No, go ahead.
Nah, so can you give me, so I'm going to challenge you a little because I want you to teach us from your perspective. Is there anything, by the way, it ain't just your dad. I mean, it's Doug, it's R.I.P. Clay that was around, it's fucking Snake, it's, legendary niggas, right Dre, like it's legendary niggas around you. Tell me something that they taught you that you learned coming up before you got here that you was like, I'm glad they taught me that? And then tell me something that they didn't teach you that you like, shit, why anybody warn me that this is going to happen?
Yeah. I would say Clay, because Clay was always so, like, aggressive. And it's like you had to be real selective when going to him because he going to say it and he going to scream it at you. And but he also got this soft side that I seen, like, had a glimpse. I just seen a glimpse of it where he just called me one day. He was like, what you doing? I was like, nothing. He said, shoot, man, it's this poetry thing going on tonight. Just come on out and do some poetry. Like, get on the mic. And I'm like, I don't even be doing that. And he like, bro, just trust me. Just come on out. So, boom, we did that. And I'm like, bro, I might not even know my lyrics and all that. But he's like, bro, it's what you do, bro. Just go up there and just do it. Yeah. Stop overthinking it. Like, wow, this man Clay I ain't never seen this from Clay.
Yeah, the warm
Clay
side.
always
because he love you.
Sharp elbows and get out the way. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
But so that's where I would say I learned
to be ready.
Just do it and to be ready, but just build the confidence and understand that you've already put the work in. You've already put the work in and just let it happen.
Got you.
I would say I learned that from Clay. That's what I can think of right now.
What's something that you didn't get taught that you wish you learned?
Didn't get taught.
That you like, why you ain't tell me?
I don't know, man. Dang. Didn't get taught. You know how a lot of people is like a phone call away. So I would just call people and ask. Didn't get taught.
Because what I thought it was, if I had to guess, patience. That's the hardest part of this shit. Because it's like, your time is going to come. Like, it's nobody in this room that can make your time. It's just God's time, and then it lines up. So for me, I felt like the answer would have been patience. Like,
I think I started off with too much patience, though.
Really?
Yeah.
So you was lackadaisical, you kind of was relaxed about it, like it'd come?
Relaxed. I mean, I was still, like, recording music and doing what I love to do, but, like patience to where, like, yeah, it's going to come. Like, I don't need to go out my way to try to learn the marketing or to go out and record with other people, try to feature on other people's songs or try. I didn't like, I knew that they didn't understand me.
Mm-hmm.
And
when
like,
you say they, who is they?
Just the music that was at the time.
Okay,
like,
the fans.
The audience, yeah, the fans,
Gotcha.
the audience. I knew that they wasn't going to understand me. I already knew that they looked at me and seen me in a different way. And I was just like, man, they don't get it right now. So I think I had too much patience. But now I will feel like I am a little impatient now.
So have you had that conversation? Like, I know you've probably sat there with your dad to understand the difference between being an artist signed to a major and doing the indie route. So like understanding which route that is for you. Have you had that conversation?
Yeah, had the conversation. It's really about what strategy, what play you want to run with for real. So the major label, you got to give up all your stuff. And the play is you give up all your stuff so these people can feel like they have invested in you enough to where they want to push you wholeheartedly, push you and give you all the best looks or all the best looks they can get for you. But once again, you don't have nothing. You know your masters is gone, but the play is to hopefully get big enough to where you can eventually get your masters back, get your stuff back. That's the major label approach. Indie artists, you gotta have the money to do it on your own, for real. That's all it is. You own you own all your stuff as an independent artist, but you gotta spend a lot of money to get these looks and to be in the rooms or, you know, to really make it work and be in the music industry, the game. So
I gotta ask you a question. You said that you need money, right? My response, I want to do this. So this is how I would do A&R meetings. So when I work with artists, I'm gonna ask you questions, I ask artists, all right? And you just fill in the blanks. I'm not where I want to be right now because what? Your assessment. Like, if I had this, like, in your mind.
I think people can see when you're figuring it out.
So you think the fans are, It's actually really dope. Like so you're saying that you think the fans are watching you go through the process, waiting for you to come whole.
I think they're waiting on me to give them something, to tell them something, to put a name on something, to put a title on something, and that's it. That's that. I feel like that's it. They just what they can see when you're figuring it out, and it's like they rock with you, and they gonna rock with you while you figuring it out. That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah. So if there was a song in the last 5 years, a hit song in the last 5 years, we can even go 10, that you said, that you heard and you said, if that was my song, I would be out of here. What song would that be?
I don't even feel like that.
So there has been one song.
No.
So
I don't think it would work like that with me.
A lot of problems that artists make is they think they different, right? And because they think it's almost like, nah, that can't happen for me. So this is what I would do if I'm working with you. I'm gonna challenge you. There has to be a song that you heard that you feel like, man, that was my record, or I wish that was my record, but I want it to be a hit. I don't want to hear like a album filler from an album. I want to hear like a hit, because by the way, this is how we lead you to where you go. The object of what you're doing.
Too.
Go ahead.
Are you talking about just the song itself or the push and everything?
The song.
Nah, I don't know.
So give me the push then.
Well, you could push like the last song that I put out.
No. I'm talking about a song that actually became a hit. That was a hit.
From the push or
no? So
you heard.
Let me tell you what's happening right now. You have access to too much information. That's a big problem for you, right? You have access to too much information, right? Because, and Doug is right there, and I seen Doug come. He came over with me, but sometimes that ignorance is what's needed.
Yeah.
To fly. Right. So when I sit down with an artist, I always tell artists the key to being a great artist is to worry about your role and only your role. If you start getting caught up in the push of it and this, that's almost like you're in the game playing and you're like, but they're not cheering. Hey man, fuck the cheers. Your job is to play the game. So I want you to think about it. By the way, this is how we skip through the process. Because if you can't name a one footprint in the world of millions of songs that you can say, man, I sung that, I think it would have been out of here. What happens is that when you start going in the room, you start now you're being led by whatever the room is doing. So like this beat came on, I'm gonna try this. And what artists don't understand, to be successful, you have to be consistent at one thing.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, so I'll give you an example. I'm gonna use your dad. I'm Serious drops. They put out the record with Beanie Man. It doesn't hit the way they think it's gonna hit.
Right.
I bought Tip was Atlanta to us. So I bought the album because he Atlanta. So, nigga, I was playing What's Your Name. Nobody ever asked me to play What's Your Name. I was playing Dope Boys in the Trap. Nobody asked us to play that. The world was asking us to play the Beanie Man record. The fans picked the ones we like. So when the top people see that the fluff shit we doing ain't working, they like, we gotta send him home. This ain't gonna work. But they didn't understand what was bubbling was the street shit that was naturally what we wanted. So artists be thinking, my shit ain't working because it ain't pushed. I work at a major label. The reason why I started this show, DeMani, is because what I figured out was it's one size fits all for everybody.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is like they're gonna do the same 10 steps for everybody on the label. And the ones that work, that's why they say they throw it on the wall and hope it catch. You know they hear that. It's that, but it's deeper than that. What it really is they don't know how to market you. It is you. It's like
they're gonna put you in the same cadence.
They're gonna put you in the same cadence they put anybody else. So when I work with artists be like, if I just had, I'm like, you missing it. Everything that you need to pop off is in you.
Right.
It's in you. The reason why it's not where you want it because you're looking outside of you. So that's why I say, what do you, inside of you, what do you identify with? Like, what do you see where you like? And then it's a little difficult because people know your story. So you can't come out with some street shit. So it's like, what, like, is it a Kendrick record? Is it a Cole record? Is it a record that you heard where you was like, bro, if I had that, And you might not have that, but I will tell you a secret. When we did one of Rihanna's biggest records, Pour It Up. Pour It Up, Pour It Up. Watch It All Fall Out. You know why we did that record? Because she said, I wanted my own version of Bands Make a Dance. She gave us a window. I want my own version of Bands Make a Dance. Because when that shit come on, girls go crazy. I want my own version. So we come up with Pour It Up. But every artist that works, and this is why I want to talk to you, because this is what I do for a living. I hate that I'm this. I wanted to do way more, but I'm the nigga that the labels call when they need help with an artist because they like, we can't figure it out. And I be in the room and I'm like, let me ask you a question. How many songs you got recorded? How many DeMani songs you have recorded? Just recorded that you recorded your whole life.
Probably 10,000.
10,000 songs. 10,000 songs. And you ain't made the one yet.
I don't believe I haven't made the one.
No. I'm saying what I mean by made the one, meaning it hasn't been released yet. And the reason why it becomes hard for that is because there's so many. So I'm pretty sure you get like, I can go that direction. I can go that direction. I can go there. Am I tripping?
Yeah.
That's how it is, right?
You got different vibes.
Bro, I work hard. This is what I do for a living. This is how I pay. This is how I take care of my entire family.
Right. But what you're saying is you got to pick one and just go with it.
Everybody does.
Right.
Everybody does. Or
Absolutely.
have enough out with the people pick. That's why I use Tip as an example, because you said push. Arista pushed. KP, they pushed that fucking Beanie Man record. But the streets wanted what we wanted. Give you another example.
Right.
Jeezy. Nigga, if you was around the BMF days, they was pushing Blue Da Vinci.
Yep.
The streets wanted Jeezy. So a lot of artists be thinking, if I just had a push, it's not the push. It's the hit is as natural as it comes. It comes out. There's a record that you're gonna make one day that's gonna drop, and when it drops, it's gonna be the easiest shit you ever done.
That's the fingerprint. It's the DeMani fingerprint.
And that's what you. And to be honest with you, that's what you're looking for. So when I'm working with artists, bruh, we ain't recording nothing. You already got 10,000 songs. I don't want to record shit. I want to sit in the studio and talk for 10 hours.
Yeah.
I want you to play me something that inspired you. I want you to tell me something that it gave you a feeling that you ain't felt before. I want you to tell me that so I can say, what is it about that? Oh, I love the verse. Or that's why I'm asking you, because I want you to dissect what drew you to it. Because it's hard to dissect yourself. It's hard to dissect me. But I could dissect somebody else because I'm looking at it. So that's why I'm asking you to pick a song. And if you might not have the perfect song, but pick the best song you could think of that you wish was your song. But I asked for a hit.
That's crazy. I literally can't think of no song.
Hold on, I'm gonna give you one even better. After you do that, and the reason I asked you about marketing drivers, because now when I have the true DNA of what your sound is, the DeMani fingerprint, now you can actually deliver marketing campaigns that actually drive people and that can move people naturally. That's organic. That's how you create organic traction.
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you a story. So I manage these guys from the Virgin Islands. I think they're probably the most talented guys in the music business because they have hits in every format. Like, you can't name too many people that have a hit. Like right now, they have the Korean song 7, #1 song in the world, fastest growing song in Spotify history. They wrote that. But we also did J. Cole, Lil Durk, All My Life. And then we also did Big Energy for Lotto. So because they were so talented, every time they're signed, I was in a room fighting DeMani. Every time. Man, they talented. Man, how we going to give Sean Kingston a hit, but y'all ain't put it out? What I didn't understand was we didn't know who we was. We thought because we can do those records, those things. But you can have a Toyota engine in any fucking thing. But the outside of the car is what people see. That's what they're going to judge it by. So I have them now. We at Interscope, 5 years DeMani. I'm in that bitch fighting everybody and their mama. I'm fighting Jimmy. I'm fighting anybody and their mama. Because I'm like, you can't tell me we ain't the shit. We got a hit on the radio right now. Why y'all ain't working our shit? Now, eventually we get dropped. Now, we back out on the streets. Now I'm like, well, fuck. What the fuck happened? Like, I'm back on the streets. So now, I say, I know how bad we want it. So I say, let's not be artists for right now. What, nigga? We've been wanting to be artists since we was goddamn 8 years old. You ain't. No, it's going to work. But I just think that we got to let it pick us now because we think we could pick it. And we ain't been able to pick it thus far. Other people have picked it from us. Nigga come and say, give me that song. Nigga, give me that record. Like Miley Cyrus, We Can't Stop. Give me that. I want that. We wrote that for Rihanna. Nah, that's for Miley. We wrote 23, the Mike Will record for Bambi. Because that was my homegirl, Bambi from Love and Hip Hop. In the club with Jay's, I'm being real with you. Miley Cyrus picked it. Point is that you could not tell me that there was not some kind of, what do they call that shit? To me, what they call it when they think it's aliens? What they call it? What they call it? The
aliens?
Shit, huh?
You said aliens?
No. What they call it when they think it's not propaganda? What's conspiracy? I'm sorry. You couldn't tell me it wasn't a conspiracy against us.
Yeah.
You could not tell me that the world wasn't against us. Jimmy Iovine meets them. He says, man, y'all will be big, man. Y'all should just put a girl in the group. No, fuck that. We're not putting no girl in the group. You crazy? You trying to disrespect us? We're going to be the biggest shit in the world. We give hits to everybody. Fighting. Get dropped. Come back. Now we signed the RCA. The best. Now I done learned the game. I done learned a lot of what I'm teaching. That's why I do this show. Now I'm talking to the CEO of RCA. We try to put out a street record with 2 Chainz. RCA don't work it. I'm pissed.
Now, what do you mean by don't work it?
Meaning, they gave us $70,000 for a video, which is something. Mm-hmm. But they didn't give us an impact date on radio. This is 2014, so this is before streaming. So this like when you sign to a major, you got to have an impact date. That's the major way of telling the world we're coming with this project on this date, and we want y'all to care. So I was like, give us an impact date. They wouldn't give it to us. So by this time I'm a veteran. So I'm in the game. I'm talking to Peter Edge. Peter Edge says to me, I said, why you not working the 2 Chainz record? He said, they're not urban. They're not an urban group. Now, I done fought for 5 years at Interscope. I don't want to fight no more. I'm like, I just want to win at this point. So I'm like, they're not an urban group? Oh, okay. Well, what up? So I was like, I swear to God, I said, my response was, how they not an urban group? They from the ghetto and they black. First time in a long time I felt stupid. Because it was like, you hear yourself say something out loud, you like, did I just say that? Fuck did I just say? So he said, everybody from the ghetto is not urban. Then he said, let me ask you a question. If their song came on the radio, does it come on after Yo Gotti? Or does it come on, no, he said after K-Camp, or does it come on after Shaggy? I was like, Shaggy? He's like, they're a pop group. I went to my guys, I said, we're a pop group. We made pop records, that direction. We had a record that went 8 times platinum.
But see, look, that's it right there. You had to put a title on it. You had to put the right name
exactly.
on it, the right package on it. And
let me ask you a question, DeMani. That's why I'm asking you, give me a song.
They
said Shaggy. They said Shaggy. They said Shaggy. That was what, when they said Shaggy versus Yo Gotti, I'm like, oh, yeah, Yo Gotti is urban and Shaggy is black and he cool to niggas, but he is Caribbean pop. So I went back to them and I was like, we a pop group from the Caribbean. We won. You know why shit went bad? Because at some point in time, niggas was like, well, we rap too. It's like, I gotta get my MC shit off. Let me rap. And then shit goes downhill. So the point is that I see artists like yourself. You have millions of followers across all platforms. You have, listen to me. If Young Book, who's my nigga, came to do this podcast, your dad's right-hand man wouldn't show up.
That's a fact.
Doug showed up because of who you are. So not only do you have followers, you have legacy, you have support.
Right.
At some point in time, you're going to realize it's you. And that's the hard part to accept, because then it's like, damn, it's me? No, it's you. But how do we find you? What inspires you? What would you do that worked? Give me something similar to that. So then it'd be like, ooh, I know what it is. Because if you're not inspiring the room to come the way you want them to come, they literally is like, now I got a beat I did that I think will work for you, work for anybody. And now you're at the mercy of the beat. And now you got 10,001 songs. And now you're like, I don't even know where I'm at. So you really don't realize that you just trying to find your way. But the easy way to find your way is find the light that fits you the most. Find the light that you identify with the most.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking you, what is that light?
Yeah. See, you're right though. You're right. I already knew that I did. I already knew that I said I was figuring it out, and I feel like my folks is waiting on me to figure it out.
But I'm here to help you figure it out. That's what we're here for. I want you to figure it out.
Right. Like I was saying, they waiting on me to put a name, a title, a package, and give it to them like that.
But then the question is, again, give me something that you wish you sung, that you wish was your record. You want me to help you?
Yes.
Okay. So
I got it.
I was about to say, when I see you,
all my life, Kendrick, nigga, we gon' be all right. I feel like if DeMani comes out with the anthem like that,
see, like, he suck his teeth. No, I like this. He suck his teeth.
You suck your teeth.
Why not that?
I could do some junk like that.
See what you're doing? Hold on. But you're doing what an artist does. I could do that. That works. I could do that. You can't do that as an artist.
Okay. We just imagine it.
We all imagine it.
If they sent me that record, like with just the hook, and
Yep.
I just wrote my verses, so it's basically practically the same song. Like it's the same song, same hook, just different verses. That's all they
course.
really remember is the hook, right?
Yep.
You saying that
He said that. I ain't say my song.
but I'm saying just to play with the example. You saying it don't matter. It's the song. So if I had that song,
Yes.
then it would.
Do you think? It's not about
No,
what we
I don't
think.
think that.
He gave you what he thought, but you said no.
No, it's not even that song. That song is fire, but it's Kendrick and it's who he had behind him. Me personally, I don't believe it's just the song.
I'm telling you.
All right, so look, if that's the
Okay.
case, it's other songs out here.
Then tell me one.
No, I'm saying
Okay.
it's other well-written songs out here that no one knows about. So why though?
But this
Because
is the thing,
no,
you got
hey,
music,
I got
music
it.
commerce.
I know what she's saying. Let me tell you why. Because that might have been them trying something. Let me tell you something. If you turn on a song right now, rapping about selling dope, nigga, it could be Money Road.
I see
You
what you're
could, but it could be a hit. But nobody ain't gonna
someone else.
believe you.
It could be a
They
hit
not
to
gonna believe
someone
you. They're gonna be like, I don't believe that you selling fucking drugs right now. You
Right.
don't look like a drug dealer. You see what I'm trying to say? What
Yeah.
I'm trying to teach you is that artists, the package is everything. So I always tell artists this when I'm in a meeting with them. If you go to a restaurant and you order a glass of water, how much does that cost? Nothing. A glass of water,
Glass of
that's
water,
free,
nothing,
right?
It's free.
If you order bottled water,
$4.
it costs, right? Nigga, if I poured them both in 2 empty bowls, you don't know which one is the worth of the money and you don't know which one is not.
Right.
So how do you determine which one is worth $4 and which one is for free? The packaging. So you might drop a dope boy song, but the world don't believe it. You got to drop a song that the world believes. And that's why I'm asking you, is there any song out there that you feel like, if I feel like I sung that, I think the world will believe?
Believe like it'll fit me. Okay. Anything.
The world, no, it ain't about you. The world will believe.
I think I've let people know. I think I've done a good job of letting people know that I think about things. I'm an overthinker. I'm that conscious rapper. So anything that Kendrick, Cole,
I want you to pick.
Song.
You want me to tell you my song that I see? What's the song? One time for my LA sister.
Role
Two
Models.
time for role models. To me, if that was your song, you're out of here because of what it's saying. Because it's above. It's like it's not. It's low. It's like one time for my LA sisters. Two time for my, like, he's talking to everyone from a place that's authentic to him. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Like, it ain't street. It ain't gangster. It ain't none of that. It's just real, organic experiences that every man and every woman out here sees.
I want to name a song now.
That's what I do, Doug. That's why I wanted to do it with him, because I'm like, I fuck with him and I see
What
what,
about Humble? Kendrick Lamar.
Boom. Nobody pray for me. I remember.
Sit down. Be humble.
Hard. That's actually dope for you.
I like Humble.
Humble would be dope, because it can also be taken like you're talking to yourself. Because people perception of you might be, oh, he think he the shit, and you saying be humble.
I give you another one, and this is Baby King, Orange Soda.
Was that a hit?
Orange Soda was a hit. Orange Soda was a hit. I feel like if DeMani, like literally, because what's crazy is like I've seen you in both elements. Like you don't even know I seen you when you on tour with when you came out with Cole with Dreamville. It was, who was that? What show was that? It was it JID or was it Earth Gang?
JID, yeah.
It was
right,
JID.
yeah.
You came out with JID crowd is a mosh crowd. What people don't understand. It's a mosh, like he's a.
You was out there?
Bro, I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere.
That's because of Juju.
We in Europe. We all the way in Europe.
Yeah.
I'm everywhere. But like literally, like JID is he's known as being a conscious rapper. But if you go to a JID show, they moshing. They having a great
To everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think like for you, like in that space, like you look at what a Baby King was to Kendrick. Kendrick was super conscious. But what happened when he got on with Kendrick, started doing records with Kendrick? Kendrick energy changed. It gave him more energy, gave him more life. So you can still have the conscious music and you still have a message.
And I'm gonna tell you something.
Right.
You don't realize this. I don't think there's one artist that everybody is cheering for more than you. I think everybody's waiting for you to figure it out.
That's what I see that.
No, I'm saying you don't know how many
Yeah,
are
okay.
waiting for you to figure it out. But you know what they waiting for? They waiting for you to make them feel something. And I told your dad, and that's the one thing I told him when we was at dinner. I said, rap is built on desperation. Rap is built on, nigga, this is all I got, nigga. If I do this, niggas sell crack or go to the fucking league or go to jail. Rap is built on desperation. Rap is built on niggas doing anything they got to do to feed their family. That's not your story. So you got to make them feel your why. You have to, because of, and that's why I picked that song, because it ain't like it got to be deep. It just got to be solid. It just got to be real, and it got to be like, I believe that, and it got to be catchy too. I mean, it got to be a hit. That's other elements that go to it, but it got to be catchy. I got to ask you a question. Mm-hmm. If you had to send one message to the world, like DeMani can never talk again, but he can say one message to the world.
Bro, you want these answers so quick?
No. But here's, I'm gonna tell you something though. I'm glad you said that. Doug, I got him. It's my little bro, I got him. What did you say Clay told you to do? What was the one lesson Clay gave you? Be what?
Just be confident and
Said be ready.
Most
Most artists are failing because they ain't ready. They waiting for the opportunity to come for them to show they ready. But you got to be ready, and that's when the opportunity finds you, because you're ready.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So that's why I'm asking you these questions, because these are the ways that you have to think. And I know I've never done this on camera, so I do this with all artists that I work with. But if we're not doing that, so I know it's a little bit of pressure, but I'm just asking.
The question is the pressure, because I'm already an overthinker. And you like, if this is the last thing I get to say, what
would it be?
Oh my God.
Well, no. Okay, let me make it easier for you. You're talking to everybody that you feel like wants DeMani to win. Okay. So you're not talking to the world who don't care. You're talking directly to kids that you feel like are waiting for you. What do you want to tell them?
That I'm just like them. I said that
not you, not from your perspective. What do you want? It's a message, right? That's what I'm trying to get you to see. I'm gonna show you where we're going if you just work with me real quick.
Okay. I'm just telling them.
It's like,
something.
okay, you went to high school. Oh, of course you went to high school.
Yeah.
But when I went to high school, they didn't have, you know how high school now they have those like quotes under the pictures? What would your quote be?
Drink some water.
What? Why? Why?
This one is crazy.
That's what I got right now.
No. Give me a why though.
No, I be saying that though, like
that's good. By the way, that's dope. But I'm asking why.
Well, sometimes I gotta tell myself drink some water. Like folks be out here not drinking water.
Why you want them to drink water though?
Cause it's like the best thing you could do sometimes, and you got so many different options. You got soda, juice. It's a lot of temptation out here. Like if you would have never heard somebody say, "Bro, drink some water," you probably wouldn't have drunk some water.
So what I would do, how I see it, I would do a song called "Drink Some Water."
Okay.
I would do a song. Now let me tell you, and then in that song, I would tell you why. Like, you just said why.
It really mean like chill out though.
By the way, when Gunna said he pushing P, what the fuck did that mean? He gave it 50 fucking reasons what it meant, right? It means this, it means this. But that's the beauty of this shit. You're packaging your fucking self right now.
That's a fact.
You are just worried about what the audience is gonna think about the package. You got the pressure of the package on your back. And I'm telling you, fuck the pressure. What do you want the package to be? Because when you figure that part out, it's over.
Yeah.
And the funny part about you say the part you say you're in this process of trying to not make it perfect. Look at the artists that came before. Like this shit is not new. We're not doing anything that's new under the sun. Mm-hmm. Look at what Chance the Rapper go from 10 days to Acid Rap to Chance to 3. You see the transition, and it's like he was packaging himself and saying, okay, fuck the message. I'm gonna tell you, cigarettes. My mama think I stink. Like that's not like. He made this shit a great fucking record. So it's like in DeMani's state, you have to be like, this is DeMani's message. This message is going to the people. I don't give a fuck about what people are thinking about my message. This is my message to you.
Like when I started this show, if I thought about what people thought, it wouldn't have been nowhere. I just said what I wanted to say. And if people like it, people like it. I could have saw you at the bank and you could have been like, man, fuck ass nigga. I gotta be ready for anything. You see what I'm trying to say? But at least I know whatever you say to me, I stand on that because that's how I felt. That's why I asked you, what do you want to tell the world? Drink water? Cool. Let's say that. Kendrick said, be humble. Be humble can be the same interpretation as drink water.
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say? Like, you are creative. You can tell the world what it means. It could be drink some water, ho. You can make it gangster. You don't got to make it sweet. It could be, nigga, ho, sit down and drink some water. Like, that could be the new saying everybody's saying. Bitch, you ain't gonna just sit on ass down and drink some motherfucking water, ho, like DeMani said. Bitch. It could be the new lingo. You are literally the leader. I'm just trying to show you your leading style.
For sure.
So you would tell the world drink water?
Right now. Yeah. This is just right now, yeah.
No, we forgot. It's in the yearbook, though.
It's in the,
It's in the yearbook.
Yeah.
Nigga, they gonna see you 50 years from now. Your grandkids gonna be like, Grandpa, Paw, why you tell everybody to drink water? And you gonna say, cuz, man, it was sodas out there.
Yeah.
It was liquor.
You don't know them times.
It was a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And it's the safest thing you could do. It's like, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Drink water could be play it safe. Drink water could be your version of say play it safe. It could be so many things. But if we don't make a decision, and by the way, we shooting the show, obviously I'm putting you on the spot. The next person we come is gonna have the advantage of seeing you and can't come ready. We know it.
Nah, they gonna have the questions written down.
Yeah. But can I be real with you? It's so much more to it.
Yeah.
It's so much more to it. It's just one of them things where it's like you in the middle of a road and it's thousands of roads you can go. And all I'm just trying to figure out is which one we going down. We might lose.
Yeah, for
But,
sure.
but we got to make a decision because we can't go 10 feet down that one.
You can't just stand
and
in the
then
middle.
come this way and then go 10 feet by that one. And the most important thing is staying consistent.
Yeah.
Now, once you start, bro, just don't stop.
So let me ask you a question because we're gonna play. You gonna play a song?
Okay.
What song do you want to play and why?
It's called My Story.
Why you want to play it?
Because it's the new
My story.
song. No.
Hold on, what'd you say?
No, I was saying just because it's the new song that I'm about to put out.
See, man, this is why I love what I do.
I know. I already know I sound like a typical artist.
No. But here's this the beauty of this shit. You around family, bro. This is love. This is you getting us sit in a seat that thousands of people gonna watch and be like, fuck, I wish I was, now I get it. Bro,
Yeah.
it's beautiful, bro. Don't look at it like that. But what
But
I'm
I'm saying, I sound like a typical artist because we
It's
all
new.
Yeah, we all
that's
like
what I was about to
stuff.
say. It's not about what's the newest. It's about which one represents you the most. It's about which one you feel like represents you the absolute most. That's why I'm asking you, why do you want to play it?
Yeah, see, we ain't go over that. I just the one that represents me the most.
No. By the way, I know I'm saying a lot, but what I mean by represents you, meaning like I still think at the end of the day, bro. I mean, I know you grew up really well, but I still want to make money. I know you want to do music. You're doing music, by the way. You're doing music every day. You're an artist. You're just trying to find a way to be a successful artist.
Right.
The way we become a successful artist is by knowing what we selling and who we selling it to and how we gonna sell it, and then knowing all that and then pressing play and the shit just going crazy.
Right.
So you got 10,000 songs, and you want to play that one.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I love it, man.
What is-
I'm only asking you that because if we was at A&R meeting, this is how it would go. If we was your label, I'd be like, you want to put that one out? You might say, I got 10 more. Hey,
Because you got people like
I got $100,000.
you have
As you
somebody
said,
that
to
walk in and
push.
literally say, "Hey, this is the hit," and they'll play it, and nobody moves their head. And you like, "Well, damn, bro, I thought that was the hit." You be like, "Hold on, this I got."
This,
This
no,
one.
that,
I got-
so it's like
no,
it's
no,
really
no.
just showing you.
You gotta realize that y'all just asked me to play some music, and I just picked that song. But
And I'm glad you said that. And I'm telling you, for you to be everything you want to be, you can't think like that. I just picked that song. You got to say, that's the song. And that's what I'm here to show you. On some love shit. Because I want to see you win.
okay,
But I honestly feel like after this, you're going to be 10 times better. Because what I want you to do is every step you take, I want you to think about it. You going to overthink it, right?
yeah, I get stuck there though.
No, but
So-
that's what I'm saying. But don't get stuck there. Just the easiest way to stop overthinking is ask yourself where you want to end up.
What is money in 5 years?
Yeah,
That's
like-
not easy, man. Where you want to end up? It's a lot of ways to get there or to not get there.
No, you still worried about the journey. I didn't ask you how you gonna get there or are you not gonna get there. I said where you want to end up.
Where you want to end up?
Once you know that,
let's say like McDonald's. Where you want to go? McDonald's.
yes,
So you know you got to leave your house, make a left, make a right.
yeah.
You got
What am I gonna wear? What if I run into a nice looking young lady? I gotta brush my teeth.
Nah, you know what you tell her. Now you can tell her. You know you tell her.
What, like-
you can tell. You can tell her. Hey, look, Doug, he overthinking. I love it.
You definitely
You overthinking. What I'm gonna tell her?
What
You know
cologne?
you're gonna tell her what you just
Do I
said.
want McDonald's?
I just want some McDonald's real quick. I didn't know I was gonna run into a fine ass chick. Shit, she gonna smile.
Yeah. But yes, you're right though. You're right.
Yeah, that's why, and I want to see you win, and we here to help you win. But I feel like we are your one of your spotlights because you have many, but we're like one of your, what do they call them shits in the ocean? The motherfuckers know. You know what I'm talking about?
lighthouse.
Huh?
Lighthouse.
A lighthouse. Yeah, we a lighthouse. We just saying, yo, you want to come over here? This is how you get here. That's
Yeah.
all. But it's really helping you see your win. All I'm doing right now on this show is what I would do if I was in an A&R meeting or if I was in a meeting with an artist. That's all I would do.
You can never win a race if you don't start it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem.
Y'all saying the right stuff too.
You can never
Can
win.
never win a race.
They got gay. You can see they like y'all saying the right shit too.
Yeah.
So you want to play the record?
See? Look. Yeah, but you done made me like, I'm gonna play that record. I'm gonna stick to that record.
Got a joke?
I got airdrop it to you. iPhone 111.
JoJo.
iPhone 111. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Let's play it. By the way, it's gonna be a lot of artists that are pissed because they've been trying to get on this fucking spot. Man, I got that, but I would. Hey, you will get your turn. Right now, I want to fuck with this young brother right here because I love his mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, I want to see you win,
Thank
man. Because I feel like you look like my son. My son, I don't want him thinking he got to be, no disrespect, NBA YoungBoy and Elite Chopper.
Yeah.
He didn't grow up like that. So I need you to win so he could be like, even if he don't, I don't think he want to rap, but even if he like, man, he look like me. Like, it's a record?
Yeah.
Let's go. What's it called?
My story
Okay, cool. Is it coming out? Is it out?
coming out.
Okay, perfect. Next one to come out?
I hope so.
You sure? All right, let's go. Play it. Go ahead, Joe.
Day four. Hey ho, I mean, you know your name. Apologize, my mouth don't seem to work, and plus I'm nervous. Hey, don't walk away. That corny joke I made was supposed to make you smile and break the ice, but that was my mistake, and I won't make it twice. I'm really nice. I really do get nervous and just say the first thing that pops in my birdness and thoughts. A gift, curse, and a lost talent. I happen to have it. I don't know why, but I use it to create art when I manage to figure out how to say the things that I'm thinking and jot it down with an ink pen and bring to life what I'm sinking and hopefully inspire tinkering with what we think we knew better. A bunch of lies they told several. Now it's my time to lie. Create my story they'll live by. And now I'll tell it all to you before you know it, and you'll know why. Yeah. Just take a piece of me with you. Let my story live on. Just take a piece of me with you. And let my story live on. Yeah. Hey, let my story live on. Let this energy flourish. Keep on singing these songs in hopes of giving me courage. If I can conquer these thoughts and paint a pic with my wording, then I could lay in my bed, a dark room that I furnish. But I'm still proud of myself. I write my name big and bold, and I shed light on myself so they can see when I'm gone. Somewhat like a museum, the kids on field trips to see me, and they'll be grateful to visit. A hand raised from a seated position. Young lady asked the tour guide why he faded so quickly. Another case of kids asking questions, reshaping your thinking. Damn, I even answer that. Young lady, here, go play this song and sing along to bring me back so I can try again. Yeah, just story live on. Just take a piece of me with you. And let my story live.
That's it? There's more?
Yeah.
What do you want me to say? You want my thoughts?
Yeah.
You want to go first, Juju? I already know what I'm thinking. You want to go first?
I feel like you got the bad.
Why y'all looking at me? I'm trying to be the... No, he said, Don Vito said Juju first.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I fuck with it. I fuck with the record. I do think that you overthinking.
Why?
Yeah.
And the reason I think you're overthinking is because you have so many ingredients in there that are like your tone, your approach, everything is fire. But you're still in that place of like, should I go all the way? Should I give them the record that they want? And you have not taken that leap. It's like you gotta jump off the porch. Cause it's right there. The record's hard. But it's not that I know you got it.
Are you talking about changing the record or
Not changing the record. But you say when we look at it, and I say like, I get this is a great record to go on your album. This is an amazing record on your album. Mm-hmm. But if this was the first record that you played for me, I'm like, oh, he don't want to make me a full song yet. He want to tell me a story, but he don't want to give me a full record.
That's I didn't even think about it like that. Cause
with a hook, like hook and all that.
No.
Not even a hook.
Because it has a hook.
Not necessarily a hook, but giving me like the structurally, give me a structured record, but also taking me beyond over. You're over the same way I can hear that you're overthinking that record because you're explaining.
I said it in there though.
But beyond that, you told me he's an overthinker, but you told me 3 ways why you was an overthinker and started explaining it. Don't explain it. Don't explain that.
That's crazy.
Because you can build more context through records with you explaining. Now, reason 1 I gave you, now you got 3 songs that you can make. Okay, when I gave you reason 1 of why I'm an overthinker, I gave you a record now. Reason 2, I gave you a whole. And now, because you have great penmanship, you can go through and write records that are literally elaborate and create actual records. So that's why I say like
when you say actual record, you talking about like the hook and like
no. It's certain songs. So my thing is, before I tell you what I think, my thing is that anytime an artist plays a song, there has to be intent behind it. Like I like to use references that are familiar. So I'm gonna tell you the moment that your dad became the nigga in the city of Atlanta. I'm gonna tell you what he did. But Doug, you might disagree, but I'm talking about from my perspective as an intern trying to come up. So Jermaine Dupri and Ludacris put out this song called Welcome to Atlanta. Mm-hmm. It's one of the most, that's what you're laughing. Am I tripping, Doug? Am I tripping? No, right? He had, boom. That's what I wanted to get across. So JD and Ludacris had a song called Welcome to Atlanta. Now, mind you, great song. Everybody knows it. Welcome to Atlanta, where the players play. Now, if you wasn't from Atlanta, you would think that that's an Atlanta anthem. But if you from Atlanta, that's not Atlanta music.
Right.
That's a commercial Atlanta song.
Right.
So your dad drops a song called When You Win the A. And it only got played on Atlanta radio, by the way. It's only on YouTube. But it was every Atlanta nigga anecdote to Welcome to Atlanta. That was our Welcome to Atlanta. That was our Lift Every Voice and Sing. Y'all singing that national anthem, that was our fucking Lift Every Voice and Sing. And it didn't go big. But he actually says in the song, he kind of disses them. He made a statement. They got Atlanta wrong. Cause shouted, yo, this the Atlanta song. JD was on record saying, yo. Welcome to, I'm telling, see how you laugh? That shit that shit made Atlanta say, that's our nigga. Cause that's who we are. And we still love JD and Ludacris' version because it gave us nationwide recognition.
Right.
But Tip's version of When You Win the A, that's for us. So when you're dropping a song, don't just drop songs for no reason. I started off this show saying I'm doing a show with you for the first time. I told everybody the why for why we do our Artist Spotlight. I want to talk to people like yourself who I believe in, but I can't interview you because we haven't gotten to that place yet. So I want to find a way to talk to new artists and help them the way I've done for every fucking artist that got something on the wall. But my thing is, it's always intent. Intent is everything. So my only thoughts on the record was, you didn't tell me why.
Well,
Why you want me to save your story? You never said why. The song didn't have a response. It had an answer. So you say it. So it's like I'll use your dad because it's easier. It's like live your life. That's probably his biggest song. But what is the hook saying? Just live your life. Hey, you could be stuck in that paper. Live your life. Like they telling you like all this shit going on. Still live your life. That was the answer. The answer was live your life. No matter what you're going through, no matter what's happening, here's what I want you to do. That's the why. I want you to live your life no matter what's going on. So you're saying keep my story, but you're not telling me why. You're not saying. So when you make a song has to have a reason to it. It can't just be like, I love you. It got to be, I love you cause boom.
And it said the simplest form too. Throw some D's on that bitch. Just bought a Cadillac.
Yeah, like it's like that's the answer. Like rich boys selling crack. Throw some D's on. That's the answer. Like no matter what you're doing, throw some D's on that bitch. So when you making a song, you have. That's why I'm leading you to. I just want you to see if there's one thing you learn from this whole conversation. I want you to see your why. Because if you can't tell me your why, like he loved J. Cole. I'm not really a fan of J. Cole. I love Kendrick. Kendrick is from Compton.
Right.
What's the name of his first album?
Good Kid, Mad City.
He told you everything about who he was. I'm from a fucked up place, but I'm a good kid. That's who he is, by the way. I'm not, by the way, Good Kid, Mad City. See what I'm trying to say? It becomes easy for us to all identify with it, but that's the why. So now we know who he is. So when it comes to you, you just trying to, you know who you are. You might be trying to figure out, but your figure out could be I'm lost. It could be, you ever heard it? It's a song. I'll give you an example. If you don't know what you want to be, what don't you want to be? Right? So I'll give you an example. It was this girl named Lord, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. She
got tired of the flex rap. So instead of saying, she went at it. Like, we will never be royal. It's not in our blood. Like, it's not you. What you got is not good enough for us. You. I can't remember the lyrics, but it's like you could be our leader, ruler. Like, she making fun of the niggas that want to flex. We don't want to be like y'all. Alicia Cara, why am I here? I don't want to be here.
Shit, even on the rap side, Gorilla Zoe had a song called "Lost in the World."
Well, it wasn't a hit. I said I'll name a hit. See, Juju from United Masters.
That shit was a great album.
I like to refer to hits.
That was a great cut.
I like to refer to hits. Nigga, hits, nigga. He talking about, it's good though. But you know what I'm trying to say? So, because a hit mean you hit the larger audience.
Absolutely.
I just want you to see that. So that's why I'm asking these questions. Because it's really easy, bro. I keep saying music is easy. Music is easy when you know where you're going. It's only hard when you're lost. 97% of the artists out here are running in circles. They tired as fuck. They think they grinding. They think they doing everything. Man, look at me, look at me, look at me. But they running in circles. And then there's some niggas I'm trying to teach, hey, just walk straight. You just need to know where you're walking. You'll get there eventually. But that's why. But my only thing with the song was, when I hear the song, I just didn't hear your why. Because your why is going to be what make the audience connect. Like LL Cool J, I'm bad. Nigga tell you all this shit about him, and then he tells you I'm bad. Like, that's the answer. Like, it's all, I'm naming old school records, but I could give you new shit.
Yeah.
It's all the same shit. Like, man, Kendrick is the best, by the way. I'm sorry. When he does Love, like.
All's my life. Hard times like what? Homie, I'm fucked up. Homie, you fucked up. But if God got us,
then we gonna be all. That's the answer. We gonna be all right.
So look, when an artist play a song and you give that answer to the artist, what do the artists usually say?
Makes sense. I don't. If you notice,
what do they want to do now?
Record, make music. But if you notice something, bro, I never give my opinion. I don't. It's not a matter if I like the song or not. It just matter to me. It's just every song checks a box. Yeah. Now if I'm a DeMani fan, I'm gonna listen to this. But if I'm not a DeMani fan, I'm gonna listen and be like, why?
Yeah.
Like, why?
That's not gonna grab you though.
It's just when I hear a song, I want to hear why. Like, why? Like the anecdote, like the payoff, like the reason for the song. If you name any song, I could show you like the concept, because every song that works has a reason why it worked. It didn't just work.
That's right.
It worked because someone heard it and connected with it and was like, I feel that way. I'll give you an example. When we did Locked Away, we had 2 songs. One song was Makeup, about girls, you know, like me and my girl fighting, and then now I love it when we make up. But the hook was big. And it's like the hook was like, I love it when we fight just to make up. And I remember I said, and then we had this one where it was like, if I got locked away, we lost it all today, tell me honestly, would you love me the same? Every human in here has felt that emotion. If I wasn't my best, would you still love me? You felt like that with your wife, you felt like that with your kids. That's who we are as humans. It's like, I just want to know you're going to love me if I fuck up. So that's why I was like, that's our song. It was like Biggie, Me and My Bitch to me. It was like the pop version of Me and My Bitch. It was like, man, I have felt that emotion. So when you play a song, I'm just asking you to think about the emotion and then connect it to the people.
You already know I want to play another song.
By the way, people at home, don't try this. You get one record, I'm gonna give DeMani two, because he was because
Not real, no, cause you
the first one. I'm giving it to you.
Yeah, but now they know. Now they know. Like, you know, I didn't understand it. I just walked in and they said, yeah, we may play a song. I said, yeah, I want to play a song. He said, all right, bet.
Let's go.
But I ain't getting no context. Like, they didn't say play your hit. Play what you feel like it's supposed to. They didn't say none of that. So
Can I tell you something? That's always the answer.
right.
The answer is always play. Answer is always play your best motherfucking foot forward.
Nah, that's real though.
By the way, when we started the show, that's why I started off saying, here's my why. I ain't just interviewing you. I'm like, this is why we doing it. Here's why I wanted to feel like I'm leading the audience to what we're doing. I'm not giving them a chance to guess. A lot of artists be putting songs out being like, they'll figure it out. No, they won't.
You're right.
They're not going to figure it out. You got to lay that shit in front of their faces.
But look, I want to play this because I feel like what you were saying, I feel like that about this record, and I want your honest
Let's go.
feedback on this one.
I got you down. We wrapping up. I just want to hear the last song and give our thoughts. By the way, Doug, if you ever want help, anything you need for the young brother, this is my office. Y'all come. The studio is right here.
I know. I seen the studio.
Yeah,
How many
I got a studio
studios
right
I got
here.
in here?
2.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, beat feels more universal. We aiming, we shooting right. We know what we shooting for. Let's go.
It's like the phone dropped.
That's you?
I'll make it what it can be. Cliff hang knock out the head. Just lean on me, lean on me. I never let you lean. Just lean on me, lean on me. I never let you lean. You can trust, I've seen more than they seen. Take my hand, we'll walk through the fountain. Take away the gun, get the job done. Tap the knife on me for announcements. I can feel the heartbeat inside you. Warm enough to thaw your soul. Pouring down the power of Elisha. Quench the thirst that they don't know. Gotta pay for my love, why I save for my love. Yeah, I know now I'm wasting my love. All down my face in the club, it's a bro, now I'm tasting my blood. Oh, I thank you, my love. Came for the pain that he ran, so I chased like I chase you, my love. So impatient, my love. He'll pay for mistakes that he make when it take it the same as my love. Doji, folded hands, hoping, praying. Grapes from the stolen land. Doji, soulful man, never learned to do the sober dance. My soul, my hope, my fault. I showed you my lows and you told me. I'll break it down the mirror. Kiss me until your head. I'll make it what it can be. Cliff hang knock out the head. Just lean on me, lean on me. I never let you lean. Just lean on me, lean on me. I never let you lean. He who knows his weakness keeps it closest. My people show me evil creeps inside. Keep the notion on who's peeping over. Been sleeping over 3 whole days. knows who's speaking. Listen closely. The one who brought the sea and speak the most is the one who fought for peace to lead the culture. I seen some awful things and awful closure. Listen, child, I'm proud you well devoted. I see you drifted down the singing seas. Whispers from the spirit, clinging beast. The shifter with the Pierce King's disease. Awaken my love. You've been taking my love. Now I know, cause I'm shaking the buzz. All for the grace from above. You mistaken my place in this world. Generations been scrubbed. Innocent faces been taken from lives. You've been laced in with lust. I'm awakening my love. Trust, I'm awakening my love. You've been cursed by the words that you saw now. I'll make it on the mirror. Kiss me until your head. I'll make it what it can be.
That's good.
Just lean on me, lean on me.
That's
Juju?
hard. That's hard.
That's Juju type of shit. That got Juju. His HBCU ass is moving.
That's
He
hard.
excited.
That's hard. But that, like, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Don't say but. You said hard but. We got
No,
one
no,
here.
no,
Go
no.
ahead.
said
that-
but though.
You heard the but, right? Okay, we just making sure.
That's hard. And you actually gave the story. Like there's context to it. There's like you didn't over explain. You had other elements in it. I'm like, okay, this is where I know you can go musically. I know what you can do. I know what you're capable of doing. So like I feel like you also felt more comfortable in that record. Like you were playing vocal tones, you're playing with different things. Like you felt more comfortable. So I personally fuck with that.
Okay, that's good. You know my thoughts? Intro's too long. Verses are too long. The intro, it took about 25, 26 seconds before the song came on. Intro is way too long. You don't have 30 seconds. Nobody has that right. Nobody, it's a new day.
If we were breaking it down like that, I could have gave you more reason. Never have a song over 30 seconds long with an intro because even on your algorithm analytics with Spotify, you're gonna lose. You're not gonna have retention.
Yeah.
People are not gonna come back and click on the record.
So the intro was too long. Hook was good. It was the voice that you used was different. I like when artists play with different voices. That's why I asked, was it you? And then but the most important thing that I feel like you didn't do was your problem, in my opinion, is you're rapping. And there's a difference between being a rapper and making songs.
Yeah.
And when you start making songs, you start thinking about it. So I start thinking about it scientifically. So intro's too long, verses are too long. It's okay if the verses are too long, but then add an element to it that makes it so the audience don't get bored, right? So if you listen to any song, like any Kendrick or any J. Cole or anything, you'll hear them have the melodic parts of the song. She's shallow. Like just those little parts are the parts for the audience, because the key to this shit is audience retention. And if I can't hold the mic out and have them sing it like they know it, then it's not that. I would say one more thing. I'm giving away too many secrets right now, but fuck it. Rap.
That's why you do this,
Nah, I'm
though.
saying I need to be charging these niggas, man. Like, nigga, I'm giving away too much secrets, but it's okay. Nah, but what I'm saying is that there's a rhythm, right? There's like you have to have the verses be like twins, right? So when you're making songs, you're obviously a rapper, so it's slightly harder for you to do what you want because the lyrics are a part of it, right? But for you to, the biggest difference between Kendrick Lamar and Nas is Kendrick uses melody and Nas doesn't.
Nas over raps.
So Nas over rap. So as big as Nas is, as gifted as he is, Kendrick has done way more, has sold way more records because he understands that element of melody. And even if you know you're gonna have a 16-bar verse, give me the first 12 bars of you spitting bars, then give me the last 4 bars of some melodic shit that I can't forget. Just something in the song that I just can't forget. Mm-hmm. And just because you're an MC doesn't mean that you can't draw within the lines, right? Kanye is very good at that. He's very good at drawing between it, making sure that you know the lines. So I like the fact that I knew the hook voice was different than the verses voice. But at some point in time, you got to also remember this. Most people are not going to hear the music this loud for the first time, and they're not going to have you in the room, which means that they're not going to give nothing the benefit of the doubt. That shit got to catch them immediately. So if I hear that shit, I got to hear that shit immediately and then be like, who the fuck is this? And then dive in. So for me, after hearing that song, for me, like I said, it's layers. The next layer to me would be format.
Yep.
Like I would give you the lines to color within. I'm like, no, we color. I know you want to do more, so I would actually tell the producers, format the song for this reason. You started with the hook first, come first. The perfect hook came first. Now I'm gonna go to the verse. Now when I get to 12 bars, I'd rather the verse be 12 bars, but if it's gonna be 16, when I get to that 12th bar, give me something that I can hold on to. Give me something that gives me like a pre-hook or something that I can hold on to. So once I get that, I can do it. And I'll tell you another couple of tricks offline. It's too much information for one motherfucking episode. I ain't gonna have shit left, dog. I ain't gonna have shit left, dog. It's like, I ain't gonna have it left. But there's an element to what you're doing that can work. But I would tell you, if I had to put three, what I would do also if I was you, I'm gonna give you some A&R tips. If I was your A&R, I would bring in somebody like the Dungeon family, like Rico Love, Organized Noise, Rico Wade and them, but I would bring them in, but I'll have a younger producer, like a kid your age, in the room making the beats. Let Rico Wade and them kind of give you that confidence and the freedom to be more of what you probably don't be because you don't have producers in the room producing you. Like, allow them to give that to you, like they did Outkast, like they did Goody Mob, like they do anything. So just having them kind of as like overseers of the outcome of the song while you build. Because what you need more than anything is like that. Obviously you can rap, you know how to make songs, you have it, but it's just that person in the room that takes what you do and says, I know how to take that. So even like on Outkast, when they do that's, they're not saying that right there, but that's still part of the song and an intricate part of the song. So intricate that Beyonce took it on her album Lemonade. I only know because we did the song. And that shit took 35% of the goddamn publishing. It's just, it wasn't even necessary, but it was like, God damn, you can't say nothing to Beyonce. But point is that that's how important it was. I would find that, I would just find, what I would do if I was you, I would stop. How do you usually record? Like, how do you get your music? Like, is it you in the studio? Is it you with producers?
Nah, most of the time it's not a producer. Unless we got that type of relationship.
You need to be produced. Yep. You being produced, that's another thing missing. Like a real producer that understands what you do. That's why I said Organized Noise, right? Just somebody that understands what you do that can give you, you know what else would be good for him? Nate, I think his name is Nate Walker or Nate Wonder, but Janelle Monáe's producer. He'll be good. Somebody that just gonna bring that musical element to it while you get to spit. Because sometimes you can add that musical element and then it becomes a hook. I give an example. Niggas in Paris, they don't have a hook. The hook is dum 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 dum. Like that's the hook, right? And then they just get into it, but it don't really have a hook. So you need someone that can create musical moments in the records for you while you can kind of dance and rap around it as you please. That's why, but you also need a young nigga in the room. Facts. You don't want to be in a room with no fucking 50-year-olds only. You got to be in a room with somebody your age who can give you that raw grit,
they
whatever.
They going to give you the bounce. They going to give you this.
You know what I would do if I was you? You know what you should do? I don't know. He probably did it already. But I would probably try to do it again. I would make a song dedicated to my father. And I would rap directly to him. But like from the standpoint of whether it's the way Kanye did Big Brother. My big brother was Big's brother. Like that was Ye's way of telling the world, I'm in this nigga's shadow and I know it. But this is how, that also is what's his way of getting out the shadow. So if I was your aunt, I would do a song dedicated to my dad. By the way, it could be, but it needs to be a song that my son can play for me. Doug's son can play for him. Vito's song can play for him. It can be a song that our sons can play for us. The way, remember Will Smith did just the two of us? Yep. Just like, by the way, I gotta tell you a story. I played that song for my son when he was sick. You know what this motherfucker told me?
What?
Dad, I don't want to hear a song about just the two of us. Mommy's not there. Nigga, it's just me and you right now. But I don't want to hear a song if you're excluding mommy. I got to remind him that. He's 14. I got to remind that motherfucker. But yeah, so another thing, way more checklist. I don't want to bore because I know we got to wrap. But another thing is, when you're making songs, I want you to ask yourself who it's for. When you go to play Doug, Pops, Dre, anybody a song, I want you to say, I made this song for these people.
Right. But so look, you could get confused. That's where it's overthinking. So
why?
As the artist or the writer, thinking about all of that and then making the song, like this makes sense right now. The song is already made. I done already wrote it and I done played it, and now we making adjustments or now we changing stuff. But to go and say, it's like it's overthinking. It's like putting it in a box, slick little box, and it's like you being too.
Have you ever wrote a girl a love letter?
No, let me hear what he say. You being too what?
it's like coloring in a coloring book instead of giving a blank canvas and with the same amount of colors and saying paint what you want to paint.
That's the difference between a new artist and Kanye West.
Yeah,
New artists don't have the benefit of painting outside the coloring book.
that's true. Yeah.
So, by the way, all I'm saying is from the start. I'm not saying nothing else but how to start. Like, once you figure this part out, you ain't gonna never need to talk about it. You can do what you want to do. But I'm saying the only thing I'm focusing on is what can you do intentionally that make, like, I would drop a song to my dad next Father's Day, but I'll make that bitch a hit. Nigga, I don't give whatever you want to say to them, whether it's thank you, whether it's, well, I don't give a fuck what you want to say. But whatever it is, I would make that a record because everybody got a father or everybody got a son or everybody got a stepfather, everybody got a male figure in their life that they just want to say thank you. Oh, it works. That's how I think, though, because that can come out and I can see people saying, oh, man, he made a song. So who's that? Oh, okay, cool, dope. I'm going to listen to that. Like, that's dope. I want to hear that. I will want to hear that. So what I'm saying to you is, like, it's just a message, man. It's like, CeeLo, fuck you. Like, nigga, I see you riding around town with a girl I love, and I'm like, fuck you and fuck her too. If I was richer, I'd still be with you. Now, ain't that some shit?
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say? It's like, that's a direct motherfucking message. I know who that's for. That's for anybody that got a motherfucker that they fucking feel a way about. Fuck you and fuck her too. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by, like, finding a universal message, sending that to the world your way. That's what I would do. By the way, we could do this again. I got some stuff to tell you off camera, but thank you for being a part of our first Artist Spotlight show.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Y'all can clap if y'all want. I'm good for this first time. We freestyling right now. By the way, we need some confidence too up here. So I know how you feel. That's what I'm an artist too at sometimes. I know how you feel. We need a little clap make you feel like you ain't fuck up. Because as soon as I get done, first thing I'm gonna do is go to my fucking producer and be like, what the fuck you think? Because this is the first time I ever done a show without Tamira. So I'm like, nigga, did I fuck this up? Right. But notice I'm saying that on camera. I'm not afraid to admit it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not afraid to be vulnerable. I'm not afraid to be honest. I'm not afraid to say, did I fuck up? I'm not afraid. But that also makes the people feel like, damn, if he's not afraid, then I shouldn't be.
Jump off the porch.
If I come just trying to be perfect, they're going to be like, oh, nigga, Ray, you got your shit together. No, the fuck I don't.
Right.
I don't. I know what I know, but I'm still figuring it out. We all are. Everybody is. That's the beauty of this shit. Your job is to talk to the people that's in your age group trying to figure it out too. And what the fuck do they want to say? Mind your business. You might tell your dad, mind your goddamn business. I don't know. You might, whatever they want to say. Will Smith did a song called Parents Don't Understand. Nigga, anything can work because we all feel emotions at times. That's your job. Your job is to be the motherfucking, what they call that shit, the shit, the phone? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The motherfucking shit Joe Clark had.
Megaphone.
Megaphone. Your job is to be on the megaphone and talk out and then people come to you.
Yeah. That
doesn't require a push. Because let me tell you what's worth more than a $300,000 push. Let me tell you. Let me give you a secret. Let me hear you. Let me tell you. I'm going to tell you. I got to go look at this real quick. Let me tell you what's worth more than $300,000 in pushing. You know what it is? Having 958,000 followers.
That's a fact.
You got 958,000 people that you could press a button and they'll talk back to you. You don't need a fucking push. Now, if you got 9,000 followers, I can understand that. That nigga needs a push. If I was trying to push my shit, I would ask you to push it. You don't need a push. Stop telling yourself that. Everything you need is right inside of you. You ever read the Alchemist?
Nah, I think I started reading it.
Yeah, it's good, but it's about this. It's about somebody who's like trying to find themselves, so they go on this whole journey and they end up right back where they started and realize that everything they wanted was right there.
It took him literally 50 years.
Yeah, he had to go through all this stuff to end up right where back where he was. That's it. Everything you want is in you. Well, I just want to tell you, thank you for coming on the show. Shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to Toten Carry. Shout out to Yoko Vodka. But shout out to you. And I'm hoping that this show is the launching pad. Because the one thing I think this show is going to do when artists watch it is help them see that we all just humans trying to figure it out no matter how much access we have. Mm-hmm. Nobody has the answer. By the way, you know what I would say? I think the only thing stopping, this is random, but I told Sia Pops and he laughed. I was like, I think the only thing stopping Christian Combs from being successful is Puff need to make him walk to Brooklyn to get him some cheesecake. I know that sounds crazy. I'm like, what? What does that mean? But we saw you make everybody else jump through hoops and holler to get an opportunity with you.
Nigga sing for a bed.
And nigga, exactly. Now you want us to just love your son. As dope as he is, people want to see the struggle. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. People want to see you struggle. Struggling makes people who are struggling feel better about their struggle. That's why this is so dope. So if Christian walked to get some cheesecake and was pissed, man, fuck this shit, people might be like, man, damn, Puff, give him a chance.
Yeah.
But because he ain't got to do that, he's like, niggas like, nah, nigga, I remember that cheesecake shit you did, nigga.
You made 4 grown men sing over one bed.
Yeah.
Come on.
Now you just tell us to love your son, and but that's the paying for the sins of your father. And your father always been a solid nigga since we went to middle school together. We went to McNair Middle School together. So your father always been a solid nigga. So for that's why I wanted to talk to you. Cause your dad, Doug, that's my nigga. Always been solid niggas. Yeah. If your dad was a piece of shit, I'd be like, I want to talk to him.
Dang, that would go to me.
That's the fucked up part about it.
Pay for the sins of your father.
Gotta pay for the sins of your dad. But your dad a real nigga. I'm like, nah, I fuck with that. I'll do it.
Dang.
That's the whole point I said about Puff. Like, Puff's a good nigga now. We love the love era, but we still remember that. Bitch ass niggas, y'all better go walk. And don't make that shit be crushed when they get back here either, niggas.
He literally made a saying bitch assness to some grown men. You call it grown men, bitch assness. Like, come on.
But we can say and talk all day. This is the Artist Spotlight presented to you by the God Show. Thank you to DeMani and our whole Hustle Gang family, even though you're not, I'm just saying.
Nah, we there.
We there.
Yeah.
Thank you to the whole Hustle Gang family for letting this happen. And we are out. We'll catch you next time.